Today, some of the top teams in the East head north to converge in the Bay State as the Boston Demons, New York Magpies, and Philadelphia Hawks meet up for some Australian rules football near the banks of the Neponset River. It's the Battle of Beantown, and it starts next, right here on Stateside Footy. We are on location at Pope John Paul II Park in Boston, Massachusetts, which is the site of a grand footy meetup between the New York Magpies, the Philadelphia Hawks, and, of course, the Boston Demons. Hello and welcome to another edition of Stateside Footy, the program that brings you the great game of Australian rules football as it's played here in the United States. Alongside crew members Stacey Robert, Aaron Harrington, John Cimino, and Tyler DeWallaby, I'm Bill Robert, and today it is the Battle of Beantown. 3 games are on the agenda for today, as each team will get a chance to play each other. It'll kick off with the Demons and the Magpies in action, followed by the Pies and the Hawks, and wrapped up with the Hawks and the Demons. New York can clinch top spot in the Eastern competition with a win today. You'll see the first 2 matches in this episode, and we'll bring you the 3rd game in our next episode. And it'll all get started with the New York Magpies and the Boston Demons. The Battle of Beantown starts next, right here on Stateside Footy. Here we go now, getting set, and the umpire, Ben Cordes, tosses it up, and it goes, and hit out to advantage by the Magpies. And here they come with it now, and it's intercepted by the Demons, and brought back, and a couple of quick handballs, and they move it ahead now. Oh, and it bounces just before it gets to the intended target. And once again, they're just going back and forth there. That's so far getting a few possessions. There's Colin Smith, number 10, and that's gone up number 23 now. That's Mike Hickey, and the kick in, and the Magpies do mark it. And the kick goes up and almost intercept mark, and it bounces back, and then kick back. Ken McCarthy almost had it. And handballed out now, and with it, that's Hickey. Hickey tries to get it over to Ari Joniak. He kicks back. Oh, it just goes off a hand and right into the hands of a waiting Magpie. And it's going to go through now, and handballed further up. And a couple of players going for it. And it goes toward the pocket. And with it there, it's number 38. That's Paul Daniels, and it looks like it goes out, and we'll have a boundary throw-in. Stateside Footy is available anytime, day or night. Just find us online at www.vimeo.com/StatesideFootyTV, or look up Stateside Footy on YouTube.com. And it's coming out now, and let's see, handball goes over, and pass goes over, and there's a kick toward the sticks, and that's a goal. I believe that was number 1. That's Kintai for the Boston Demons, kicking the goal there. Yes, indeed, Jeremy Kintai wearing the number 1, and it is the first scoring shot of the afternoon for the Boston Demons. First actually scoring shot of the game, and as a result, the Demons are up to a quick lead. The Demons right now 1 straight 6, and New York yet to crack the scoreboard, but it's early in the game, so I'm sure that the Magpies will show up and get some scores in pretty soon. Early on in the first half of this match here, today it's the Battle of Beantown. We've got 3 teams coming to town. In fact, 3 teams are already here. New York, Philadelphia, and of course Boston. Okay, so they bring it back to center, and we got another umpire ready to toss it up. And up it goes, and hit out to the Demons, and hit out to advantage, grabbed there by number 21. That's Ben Slingerland. First time we've mentioned that name today. New face for the Demons. I think at least a new name. We haven't encountered that name yet. And the ball and a player goes to ground. It looks like the umpire will just call for it and toss it up, and it will be balled up. Balled up now, and getting hit out to advantage once again for the Demons, and kick in. And let's see here. And Magpies have it now. And New York on the move, but it's taken back by Hickey now. Hickey, the ball goes to ground. And they wanted to call a ball, but nothing, and now it's going to be whistled. Held up there. And the umpire will just call for it. No prior opportunity, so it's not going to be a free kick. As it goes up now, and it's hit out of the ruck, and right into the hands of Ken McCarthy. McCarthy, a little bit of a dribble kick there, and they're trying to work it over right now. He touches it to the ground and then loses it, and it's dropped, but taken out by Sam Barnett. Sam Barnett just big kick looking for, not quite getting his target as it rolls all the way to the pocket now.
I think that's 25 going after it, or 26.
26, that'd be Matt Young. Matt Young had a big performance last time we saw the Demons as they faced the Maine Cats. However, on the far wing now, it's taken by the Magpies, and they try and push it ahead, and ball goes to ground. And coming up there, Magpies have it. Kick along the far wing. It is marked. That's number 28. That's Adam Franklin for the Magpies. He's just going to stop, wait for some targets to develop up front. And he'll kick it in now, and marked. Almost intercept marked there. I believe that was P.J. Devine. And the Demons looking to move it back now, still in that far wing.
I believe a Demon has possession here, but
let's see.
Scramble.
Little scramble, and it's just called as being tied up, so the umpire will ball it up, and he'll just put it back into action over again. A few minutes into this one here between the Boston Demons and the New York Magpies. Right now, Boston up by a goal, 6-0. And hit out once again. Nice job by the Demons in the ruck so far today.
That was hit by number 11, Dave Morton.
And coming out goes to McCarthy now. Ken McCarthy in the engine room. And, it bounces off of a Magpie who tried to do the intercept mark.
That was number 1. That was Julian Rice.
And let's see here. Magpies have it now. Kick to their forward part of the ground. And taken there. I believe that's Joniak who has it now. And he's going to kick it. And it's going to dribble and out on the full. So it'll be a free kick for the New York Magpies.
Good start to this game for the Demons.
Yeah, so far so good. And it comes out now and taken. And it's marked. Marked by number 10, who we don't have. But he will kick it. Looking for a target in front. Oh,
that's marked by number 7, Ben Carpenter Wanyanwa.
Yes. You've just been waiting to try that name out, haven't you?
Yes, I have,
nice
and I
job.
Finally got it.
Carpenter and Yanwana. Yeah, it's the
Wanyanwa. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
He told me to try it out. Let's see if he kicks this goal here.
About to take his first shot on goal.
He gets. Oh, is that going to be?
Let's see. I think we just got it behind. I think that's just a minor score.
All right, so behind for Carpenter Wanyanwa.
Yeah.
And the Magpies with their first point of the game.
And now Matt Wood to take the kick in from his own back goal square. Looking along the far wing once again. Takes a bounce, goes through a couple of people, goes to ground. Bounces off a couple of people. Looks like the Magpies are going to get there first. He sells some candy, tries to handball it off. Ken McCarthy has it now for the Demons. He kicks forward. Goes right past, I believe that was
Coop.
Yep, Matera, number 43. As it goes now further into the corner, and it's actually out of bounds. Good result for the Demons, though, as it's going to be a boundary throw-in in their right forward pocket. First quarter action here. Right now it's the Demons in the lead, 6-1. As they handball it off between a few players. Here we go. Centering ball, perhaps. Looking to set somebody up, and it's just going to bounce and then take a weird bounce and almost tapped out by the Magpies. They're fighting for it, and New York has gotten it, and they are away. Magpies now coming up the near side of the ground. And
marked by number 86.
Marked there. 86 there, who actually
we don't have
at the moment. But he's going to kick it now in toward the middle, and that one
almost intercept
away.
Marked by Ken McCarthy.
McCarthy right there. And let's see, a little bit of a push to Sam Barnett, and then he goes down. Another player goes down. And the Magpies will bring it up once again. And that is marked. And New York's bringing it the other way now.
I keep saying things right when you do. It's a little bit of a scramble of voices.
Let's see here. Kick now goes in. And looking for. It's tipped. Spoiled there by number 23. That's Mike Hickey. Mick Hickey. And let's see, that's actually, it looked like it went out of bounds. Actually, no. It wasn't, was it a free kick? No, it was a free kick. So it must have gone out on the full.
So that'll be a centering kick by Carpenter Wanyanwa over to 86.
Yeah.
And will they go for a goal here?
We don't have an 86 here. The only 86 I know is Maxwell Smart, but that's from the TV show. Get Smart, Agent 86.
Ah, yes.
It's one of the problems with being old. You make cultural references and everyone just goes, huh?
Oh, well. Let's see his kick here,
Kick
and
in, and that might, let's see.
Is that a behind?
I don't know.
It seemed to me as though it is.
I think so, too.
Yep.
Usually there's a lot more applause if, let's see, yeah, because Matt Woods is once again taking the kick in.
Yep,
so he'll
that's
knock
a behind.
it in here. And, just goes over McCarthy. It's intercept marked by the Magpies, and they're going to bring it right back as they trail 1 straight 6-2. And marked there, number 28. That is Adam Franklin, I'm sorry. And that kick goes in. And that's a goal. All of a sudden, the Magpies have hit the front.
And now they lead.
Right now, New York stands at 1-2-8. And Boston, 1 straight 6. Boston kicked the first score of the afternoon, but since then, it's been all Magpies. And they'll bring it back up to center. And they will ball it up again. And they get set to toss it back up. And you're seeing, by the way, that's the umpire, Ben Cordish. You may remember, if you've seen our last episode, we had a little segment with the umpire cam. He is actually wearing the umpire cam again today as they knock it out and hit out to advantage to McCarthy, but then he is dispossessed and handballed forward. Picked off there, though, by the Demons, and then he is wrapped up. And we've got a call for a ball up here. The umpire will just say, my ball. No, I'm sorry, it's a free kick, actually. Free kick awarded to the Magpies. And he will look to put it inside the 50. Giving chase now is Carpenter Nwanyu. And let's see, dribble kick taken by the Demons. That's Ari Joniak. And then that ball goes back to ground as he's dispossessed. Big battle for it over by the far boundary. And
something that Carpenter Nwanyanwa told me earlier was that the N is silent. Otherwise, I would have pronounced that.
Uh-huh.
I believe that. You know, it's a hard last name, though. Nobody's going to get it, really.
Kick from the Magpies in towards the sticks. Actually, it's going to curve out. And with it now, the Demons, it goes off a set of hands, but then punched ahead by P.J. Devine into the waiting hands of number 21, that's Ben Slingerland. However, the Magpies get it again, and they kick a second goal. So right there, very advantageous happening for the Magpies. They basically just got in the way of the ball. They intercepted it. And then they were able to kick it through. So the Pies have another goal. And right now, it's almost like you're watching a bakery case, because what we're seeing here are pies and turnovers.
Exactly.
So, been waiting to use that one for a while.
I'm not a big fan of turnovers, especially
I dig 'em.
a
They're
certain
great.
other sport.
Oh, well, I'm talking about
Oh, yeah.
in the food service.
The dessert turnovers,
Yeah,
they're pretty good.
As the Demons hit out to advantage once again, goes off a couple of sets of hands, and now Sam Barnett has it. He kicks it out to the far wing, and that is marked. And here come the Demons. Demons looking to get back into this one. All of a sudden, they trail by 8. And going up, marked! Oh, that was a beauty! That was a gorgeous mark.
That was such a clean mark, I don't even need the hand sanitizer that's in my pocket.
There you go. I knew you'd find a way to work that in. That was beautiful.
That was a beautiful one. Didn't see who got that one but I think it's 26, and that is Matt Young.
That is Matt Young, a spectacular mark. And
let's see if he kicks this one here.
That looks pretty straight.
Is that a goal?
Is that a goal? Let's see. That's a goal.
That is a goal for the Demons.
So after that beautiful mark, he puts the cherry on the sundae.
And we've got a 2 straight 12.
Yep, 2 straight 12 for the Boston Demons and 2-2-14 for the New York Magpies. So
the Demons get something back. They were down by 8 points, which, you know, to someone that isn't familiar with footy would seem like a lot, but
you can make it up in Ari.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you want to see how quickly you can make up a lead. Watch the fourth quarter in 2012, the fourth quarter of Essendon against Sydney, or I think it was 2013 or 14. It was the last quarter of Adelaide versus North Melbourne. Some amazing AFL comebacks as the ball is taken once again by the Demons, kicked into their forward 50, and the Magpies try and kick it back out, winds up in Demon hands, and with it right now, that's Pat King. Pat King with a kick in toward the sticks, and it looks like that's going to go a little wide. And I believe that's a minor score. Yep, yeah, it is. So it'll be 2-1-13. So now it's a point. 1 point separates these two footy clubs.
Bill. Stacey. Okay. Okay. Well, I believe that the Demons are... Nope, that's the Magpies getting possession of it.
And then kicked back by the Demons. And it goes along the ground, along the boundary line. Still in play. And one of the Magpies tries to soccer it ahead. He hands it over to one of the Demons. And it's marked.
Intercept
in
marked.
Defense. And they will turn it around into attack now. That's marked. They're starting to bring it once again up the far side.
I believe we've got a plane with a Geico banner flying by.
Oh, wow.
But,
oh! Big collision there. Matt Wood and one of the Magpies collided. And they're stopping play.
Stopping play. That was a huge collision there.
Both players just going for the footy.
Huge collision there. Wow.
They were both going for the ball. No, well, it wasn't a bump at all. They were just both going for the footy.
And then, bam.
Matt Wood got right up, and
I think
one
that
of the Magpies
this,
there is still kind of shaking it off.
You never really know what's going to happen for it, but both of them getting on that footy. And as a result, some...
Let's see what we've got here. They're still tending to him at the moment.
Yep. I believe that someone from each team is going to go out. Is that what's going to happen? Okay. So whistle now.
Let's see. Yep. They're just bringing him off. And Matt Wood, he's walking a little gingerly as well, so he'll come off as well.
Yep. Obviously, you want to be safe in these kinds of cases, especially where it's a sport where you collide and there's no helmets, especially so.
Of course, the thing is, in a situation like this where you'd want to have an MD around, you do. Sam Barnett's an MD.
Wow. He is an MD. That is.
Yeah.
Sam Barnett plays footy and is an MD.
Yes.
So the more you know.
Well, actually, it's funny because a lot of the folks from the Demons actually have like degrees where they're like research chemists or fellows or mathematicians or doctors or something like that. And one of the nicknames I came up for the group, since a lot of them are so educated, I just call them the PH Demons.
You always find a way to get some nice jokes in there.
Oh yeah. Well, it's actually funny because when last year when Channel 5 did the profile on us, they actually used that as the last line of the story, which is pretty funny. And then everyone's like, "Oh man, that's such a lame anchorman joke." I was like, "Actually, that's one of mine." And says, "They're like, oh, so that's why it's so lame." But anyway,
I think the Demons have possession of it, but they still do.
Yep, Jonik handballed it up, but now the Magpies trying to turn it into attack.
I believe that's a boundary throw-in.
Mm-hmm.
Still trying to get my my footy jargon right.
Yeah. And let's see. Demons have it now off that.
That's Ken McCarthy had it.
Ken McCarthy kicking in and look.
Oh,
it just goes
marked.
over Young's head. A couple of Magpies there, and they're going to come away with it. And kick goes in and takes a hop and going in there. That's Wood. Not Wood. I'm sorry. That's a Young. No, that's Young. Who was the other player?
21, I believe that was Nick Bowman.
Nick Bowman, okay. So let's see. We got a free kick, and the free kick is going to the Magpies and marked on the near wing there by number 18. That's Raiden Richardson. And goes over everybody and taken by Hickey. Hickey to McCarthy. McCarthy handballs it ahead, tries to get it to Barnett. Barnett gets it now. And he is taken out from behind, and that is ball. And that was a nice tackle by Carpenter and Nwanyu.
I think Wanyanwa.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Sorry, Ben. Let's see here. Well, it's like the player for Essendon, Anthony McDonald, tipping Woody. Let's see how that's kicked, and that's going to be out on the full as the Magpies try to put it toward the goal.
Saw Ken McCarthy over there making the call himself.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty simple one.
Yeah.
And getting the ball to take the free kick now is John Stretch Newton. And Newton with a kick to the near wing, setting up Barnett as a target. Barnett is spoiled, but then taken and zipped right through. That's a nice job by Pat Keane. Pat Keane will take a running bounce and then gets it to the boot, looking for, not quite getting his target. It's going to roll, it's going to skip, and it's going to go out. Still a good result for the Demons as they get the throw in deep in their attacking territory. So it'll be a boundary throw in. Comes out now, the ruck's going to work and hit out. Who's going to get there first? It's going to be the Magpies, and they're trying to move it out right now. And on the far wing there, I believe the number I saw was 15. 15 for the Magpies. Could be wrong. And off an amp. As it goes to ground. Bunch of players over it now. And
Is that Mateo Rice?
could be. Not sure. But anyway, battle for it. Magpies still have it. Demons trying to get it away. And they had it now. Handball goes out, goes to ground. And we've got a whistle, and it looks like it's going to be a free kick. I wonder if someone got pinged for a throw. I didn't see what happened, but that would be the most likely case of what's going on. As it gets tossed out now and goes up and skips. And there's a race for it. Trying to get it. There's a battle right now between Hickey for the Demons and number 6, that's Yusuf Sabet. And with it now, Pat Keane. Keane handballs to Barnett. Barnett with a long kick toward the attacking half of the ground. And intercept mark there, I believe.
A very nice intercept mark.
Yep. And it's going out to the far side now. And handballed out and just over his head. Can he get it before it goes out? Yes, still in play. Action once again along the far wing. Handball's up. And here come the Magpies. They appear to be away. Big kick now into their attacking half of the ground. It's going to take a dip a little bit and wind up in the hands of
Ken McCarthy.
Ken McCarthy again. And let's see.
That one's marked. I believe that was 23 or 13. I could be wrong.
And marked! Oh my God, that was Sam Barnett. He went up there. A pack was forming. He just went up. He's very good overhead. Just reached up and grabbed that one.
Wow. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't even see that one.
Oh, it was a beauty. And going in and
that's
marked
another
again,
mark?
another beauty.
Oh,
Two beautiful
my.
marks in a row.
I believe that was Matt Young.
Young again.
Matt Young with a beautiful mark and, would you say this is in his range, you think?
The only thing I would think is the angle.
Do you think he can kick that, that far?
He can kick it that far. The question is, can he finesse it? Can he get a little curve if he goes check side with a banana?
Let's see.
And let's see. It's going to go. Oh, my God. They did it. That was beautiful.
Is that a goal?
That's a goal.
That is a goal.
And the Demons have gone back in front now.
Wow.
Another one, another beauty by Matt Young. A beautiful goal coming off a beautiful mark.
So 3-1-19 to the New York Magpies, 2-2-14.
Yes, right now. It's a 5-point lead for the Boston Demons. That was beautiful.
This game is shaping up to be a real good one.
It always is between these two clubs. It's a really good rivalry between these two.
You know, my first game last month, I wouldn't say so much a month, but it was something.
Month.
Yeah, last calendar month. We'll go.
Yeah, and a 50-meter penalty.
And a 50-meter
penalty. The one thing we hadn't discussed.
The one thing, yeah.
The one thing is like, they never call those. Don't worry about it.
And I think
they
that was
called
half.
one.
That was half.
That's hilarious.
So now at the half, it's 3-1-19 still to 2-2-14.
And coming up next, the second half of action here, it's the New York Magpies and the Boston Demons. It's the Battle of Beantown, and you're watching it right here on Stateside Footy.
Australian Rules Football? In the U.S.? That's right. The United States Australian Football League is in a city near you. Go to USAFL.com, find your team, check them out. We're a group full of men and women just like you. Join us for the fun athletic competition. Stay for the camaraderie.
We are the champions!
Log on and sign up to join your team at USAFL.com.
Second quarter of action about to begin, and we're set to throw up the ball, and here we go, and goes off. No clear hit out to advantage yet as it goes to ground, and it looks like, still goes to ground. The Magpies were trying to run away with it, but they get dispossessed. Still a loose ball. It's a hard footy out there, and soccered ahead by the Demons. Demons looking to move it to their attacking half, and they've basically done that. Taken there, though, by the Magpies now, and that kick goes across. It's marked, and he'll stop and wait for some targets to make themselves available. And intercept mark there. And it's coming back the other way now. And going up and almost marked. And just kicking it ahead right there. one of the Demons, I believe that was Morton, but kicks right to New York hands. They take the intercept mark, and now they'll move it back through the corridor. Takes a hop, goes past Devine, winds up in Magpie hands, and he will just do a big kick long toward the sticks. And let's see, that's going to bounce. That'll be a minor. So that's going to be a minor score. Demons will take the kick in from their own back goal square. Now 3-1-19 for the Demons and 2-3-15 for the Magpies. Kick comes out and almost marked there. I believe that was Barnett going after it now. He goes to ground and we've got a whistle. And free kick paid to the Demons. And that's a kick along the far wing. Looking for and getting his man, that's Matera. So Michael Matera, the man they call Coop, in the midfield right now, and he takes that mark. Looking for some targets. And that was smothered by a Magpie, but then brought back and handballed off. Oh, Barnett had handballed it off, but right into the hands of a waiting Magpie. And the Magpies kick it forward once again, and not marked. He's able to get it off the ground, but then he's wrapped up, gets out of the tackle, bounces off one hand, bounces off another, and the kick in towards the sticks. And that looks like it's a goal. That's a pretty quick one. And they'll bring it back to center. Did not see who kicked that one. But the Magpies have hit the front once again. And it's now 3-3-21 to 3-1-19. So right now, Magpies ahead by a couple of minor scores. And it'll be back up to the middle of the ground. They'll toss it up again. Up it goes and hit out to advantage. Almost to the Demons. Keane has it now. He's got it. Then he gets wrapped up by two Magpies. And let's see here. Ball. He's judged to have prior opportunity to dispose of the ball, so the free kick is going to go to the Magpies, number 22. And let's see here. And battle for it along the ground. Magpies pick it up once again. They try handballing it out. Another Magpie's got it now. He's handball out before it gets... Oh, he's taken down. One of the other Magpies had it, then he got tackled, and Barnett made the tackle, and he wanted ball from the umpire, didn't get it, and Woods got it now. Woods back in the game, that's good to see, and it goes into the middle, and it's picked up by the Magpies, and he is wrapped up, and once again, the ball is loose. A lot of tackling going on out there right now. A lot of hard contact today. That is a hard footy out there, and we've got a free kick that's going. Advantage is paid as the free kick goes to the Magpies, and it's spoiled away. Nice job there by the Demons. He's wrapped up, and ball. Holding the ball, Demons give away a free kick to the Magpies. And this could be another scoring shot for them. So I believe that's number 18, that's Raiden Richardson. He's about the same place where Young was, where he kicked his last goal. And goes across the face. And I don't believe it went through for a goal. And yeah, it's a kick in from the back goal square, so it's now 3-4-22. So right now, a 3-point lead for the Magpies as it's kicked in from the back goal square, right into the hands of the Magpie, and they could turn around a 7-point play here. Kick goes in, that's marked, and with it now, that is number 10. We actually do not have that number here. I'll have to check and see who that is, actually. Takes the kick, going in towards the sticks, and that is marked right in front. That's a big scoring opportunity for the Magpies. And let's see, that's number 28. 28, that's Adam Franklin. Franklin now will take the run up, take his shot at goal. Kick goes up, that looks pretty straight. That's a goal. So Franklin with a kick for the Magpies. And they add another goal to that total. And all of a sudden, the first four scoring shots, all for the New York club, first four scoring shots, I should say, of the second half. All for the New York club, and right now they lead 4-4-28. The Demons countered 3-1-19. And they'll bring it back once again. And they'll bring it back up to center now. So Demons started this quarter up by 9. Now they started up by 5. Now they trail by 9. And the ball goes back up to center, and they'll toss it up again. Hit out to advantage by the Magpies. He is wrapped though, but then they're able to get it. Another kick in towards the attacking territory. Marked! Oh, that was a beauty! That was an absolute beauty of a mark. Ben Carpenter Nwanyanu. Sorry, dude. I'm trying. I'm honestly trying. I have to check with Tyler once again just to see how the name is pronounced. And he'll kick it in. That one actually looks like it got sprayed. No, it didn't. No. We're just at a weird angle here, but that went through. Actually, right through the goals. So that's another quick one. Another quick score for the Magpies. Now all of a sudden, they're up by 15. 5-4-34 for the New York club, and for the Bostonians, 3-1-19. Each team in the first half had 4 scoring shots each. Right now, in the second half, 5 scoring shots. They've all gone to New York, and New York is getting a big lead here as it gets hit out once again. And hit out to advantage by Morton, going to, just past the outstretched hands of A.J. Olding. And trying to get in there is Devine. Big battle for it there. And it'll be balled up. That one there was part footy, part twister. And let's see, up it'll go once again. And hit up by Morton to advantage over to Keane. Now Keane, he gets wrapped right up but gets it back to McCarthy. McCarthy now, kick into the forward 50, and it's almost intercept marked. Demons trying to get it now. And let's see, there's a race for it. And it looks like the Magpies will get there first, but then there's a whistle. No, I'm sorry, I thought I heard a whistle. There was a free kick. Someone was caught high, and they're paying a free kick. Question is to who? It's actually going to go to the Magpies. And the Magpies with a free kick for a high tackle. And the kick goes back now. They're looking to go up the corridor a little bit. And that is marked. That is beautiful.
That was a nice mark by number 13.
That's Adam Craver. And he goes in, and it goes to ground. Bounces off a couple of players. And McCarthy tries to get it out. He is dispossessed. He tried to soccer, but he whiffed because he got tackled. And once again, it's what we've seen a lot of this game. It's part footy, part twister. And they've got it right now. The kick in towards goal. That looks pretty good. The kick by number 80. That's Smith. And that's another goal for the Magpies. And all of a sudden, they're piling on here. 6-4-40 to 3-1-19 for the Demons. And Tyler was off getting...
for the Magpies, yeah. I was off getting the roster for Philly here. they just got here, and then I come back, and Boston's down by 21.
Yeah, you're missing a whole bunch of scoring shots here.
Yeah.
Well, tell you what, we're going to bring it back up to center, and now for the next few minutes, you will be in the capable hands of Mr. Tyler DeWallaby.
Oh, all right. Ball up here. It looks like the Magpie... Oh, Ken McCarthy on the ground with it. But there's a scramble for it. And are they going to rule that this was just tied up? They're going to ball it up? Yep, they're going to ball it up. All right. They'll ball it up here. Let's see who gets possession. It looks like Boston has it now, McCarthy. But it's tackled down, and now it's Sam Barnett. Barnett kicks it out, and number 10 will come in possession of it. That is Colin Smith. And it looks like as if he's down, but now Boston kicks it back out. That's marked, intercept marked by the Magpies, number 38.
That's Paul Daniels.
And now the Magpies, and it's kicked out. Let's see what happens here. And it's not quite marked, but that is into the hands of Ken McCarthy. Ken McCarthy has it over to number 7, that's Pat Keane. Try to remember that. There's Sam Barnett with a mark there. Sam Barnett, that's intercept marked by the Magpies. Magpies taken now, it's kicked out. And that one goes to another Magpie, number 28. That is Adam Franklin. And I'm not quite sure what I am seeing here, so I can't really see it quite well, but I think Sam Barnett has possession of it for Boston. It's being soccered ahead. It's a scramble for it.
McCarthy's got it now, and his kick is smothered, and PJ Devine's just going to chase the ball along the ground. Who's going to get there first? It's going to be a Demon. He is immediately wrapped up, and he's caught high.
Yep, I believe he is.
But was it seen?
That's the question, you know, a lot of people ask, because refs make mistakes, obviously, but you also have to wonder if, you know, they don't have eyes in the back of their head.
Sometimes they just can't see it.
They don't have eyes in the back of their head, and that's something that refs aren't really credited enough for. But I think Boston just tried to hit that ahead, but that's number 86 for the Magpies. And they have possession of it now. And that's that's not marked. I almost made the wrong call there. And it's a scramble for it again. I think the Demons have it, but now it's in possession. Oh, there's Sam Barnett with it. He kicked it ahead, and that's Matt Young going for it.
Well, there was a whistle.
Yeah, there was a whistle, so I'm not quite sure what it was for.
I think they're paying a free kick.
Are they paying a free kick to Boston? Yes,
Yes,
they
they
are.
are.
27, that's, I don't even know how to pronounce that. I'm not even going to try.
27, let's see. Oh, that's
Koknor?
yes, yeah.
Koknor, we'll try that.
Yeah. His handball is smothered.
So,
And Wood tries to kick it ahead. And Keane wraps up a player.
that's PJ Devine kicking it ahead. And now I believe that Colin Smith was going after it, but is that going to be a boundary throw-in or out on the full? Was that most likely a throw-in? Yep, that's what it looks like. And now, let's see who gets this throw-in. That's going to come in possession of the Demons, but quickly, that's Barnett going after it, but there's a scramble. It's now piled on top. So what are they going to call here? Is that just a
They're going to ball it up again.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm getting more used to this now that I'm going at it more. All right. So we'll see that Demons have possession of it. Number 7, that's Pat Keane. Pat Keane, and now it's just soccered ahead. But the Magpies have possession of it now. That's marked by number 1. There you go. Kicked. And not quite, and that's... Oh, I can't see the number. Okay. Magpies have possession.
Kicks it ahead.
Is that marked?
Yeah.
That was a mark. You know, I can usually tell when it's marked now by when I hear the whistle.
Centering ball to Smith, who's already got a goal.
And the Magpies seem to just be keeping Boston on their toes here. Not letting them get any real good chances. Is that going to be kicked for
A behind.
a behind by New York? So now 6-5-41 New York to Boston's 3-1-19. It seems to me, Bill, as though Boston needs to get something going here.
Well, yeah, it's ever since halftime. I mean, Boston started with the first scoring shot, but then after that, New York answered with 4 scoring shots, but then Boston came in with a couple of straight kicks and got the lead back as the kick in went to
McCarthy
Newton,
there.
and then McCarthy, and it's gonna stay in bounds, and it's gonna be hit over there by Sabet, who's got it now, and now with it, that's number 22. That's Carl Schoenmakers. And it goes right by Barnett. It was tipped by Barnett. Barnett gets it back though, and
he kicks that one.
Get it to the boot. Can he get it to somebody in there? And let's see. It's going to take a weird bounce, and a couple of players go down. Race for it right now, and with it there, it looks like Colin Smith. Smith. Oh, he gets it to the boot. Kicked in, and let's see. It's going to be.
Is that a goal?
No, it's touched. It's going to be a minor, but it's the first scoring shot for the Demons in this second half.
At least the Demons are getting something going in the second half here. That might just be the spark they need.
Maybe they can intercept this and turn it around for a 7-point play. The Demons score right now at 3-2-20 as they've scored their first points of this half. As the New York Magpies take the kick in from their own back goal square. And he's got somebody rushing in, and almost intercept mark. That was beautiful there by
Sam Barnett, but McCarthy gets taken down.
McCarthy, oof.
It looks as if he was trying to do some cartwheels there.
And poor Stacy, who's on camera there, he landed like 1 foot from her. Stacy's like, okay, I'm okay. I would have gotten out of the way.
Stacy would have probably dove and let the camera do the work there.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. Well, that's okay, because I'd have to ask her for the budgetary money to buy a new camera anyway.
All right, so Bowman just throws it in.
And goes to
and that
ground.
goes off Barnett, but a Boston Demon gets it there. I believe that's 23.
That's Hickey.
Hickey.
And he just got called, holding the ball, so it'll be a free kick for the Magpies. Handballed off, and here comes New York once again. Near wing. He's stopped by Hickey. Touches to the ground. Tries to move around, and is able to get the long kickoff. And let's see here. And it's going to go well to the pocket. Picked
That's
up
Matt
there.
Young. That's Matt Young back there picking it up.
And with it there, it's number 27.
Kokner.
That's, yep. And let's see. We've got a whistle, and it looks like you get pinged for holding the ball which
So
means the
free
kick is
kick.
going to be for the Magpies. Number 38, that's Paul Daniels. And, his
And
kick
is that
goes
going to
in.
be a goal?
Nope, it's marked right in front by the Demons.
Oh, almost saving them
nice
from
bit
a...
of goaltending there. And he kicks it out to the wing. And they're looking to come back with it now. And let's see, loose ball. Taken there.
That's
Kick
Barnett.
gets smothered.
Oh!
Barnett's kick gets smothered. Then Barnett goes down.
You know, you see a little bit of goaltending there. You're thinking of some Patrick Waugh-esque little...
No, I'm thinking of Andrew Mackey in a game against Hawthorn one time, where he played for the Cats, and he was I forget, but he was back against one player, and literally just stood on his head and was able to keep that ball from going through. And I think he actually touched it and wound up going through for a behind, but he prevented a goal. And by the way, while I was busy telling that Andrew Mackey story, the Magpies were able to push through a behind to add to their score. And right now the score is 6-6-42 for the Magpies, still 3-2-20 for the Boston Demons. And the ball coming out now. And
Oh, let's see here. That... almost marked by Colin Smith. And there's a scramble for the ball here.
Magpies trying to move it out. Punched ahead by Morton. Then he gets taken to the ground. And kick back in, and he's going to skip ahead. Still in play. Taken there by Ari Joniak. And it's out. I think it's out on the full.
Yeah.
It'll be a free kick to the Magpies.
Yep, out on the full free kick.
Alex Marshall, number 92, to take the kick. Marshall. And that one takes a bit of a dip. I think the wind is taking some of these today, and because I've seen some of them just take some weird trajectories.
Yeah,
as once again the ball goes to ground and everybody on top of it.
Yeah, we didn't even use the shotgun mics because the wind's picking up, and we've got some some clouds going over here.
And centering ball attempt is punched away by Barnett. And who's going to get there first? It's going to be Barnett. And the kick toward the wing. Magpies will get there first. And he's able to take it and kick it toward the sticks. And it's marked right in front again. He's just going to kick it away. A couple of times already. They've saved a couple of scoring shots.
That's marked by
McCarthy. McCarthy will play on. And he sells the candy, gets around a couple of Magpies, and then kicks up the corridor. And it's going to take a bounce and bounce out of some Demon hands. He is able to kick it ahead, smothered by a Magpie, and the ball goes to the far wing.
You notice they've got two Magpies on the Demons there, and that was why they were able to get that ball easily.
A little 2-on-1 as they kick back in, going for just over the outstretched hands of an intended target, but the Magpies have it now, and they're looking to kick it in toward the sticks. And
that's going to be a behind for Philadelphia, yeah, right.
For Philadelphia, New York. Philadelphia is not coming up yet. That's another game.
That's another game, yeah.
But so it's another behind. So once again, the Demons will take the kick in from their own back goal square.
You know, it's
Oh, actually, no. Like, is it a behind or where?
Dude,
As they're bringing the ball out, I don't know where
he did it with one finger, so I'm suggesting that it was a behind, but
no, but they're bringing the ball back up to center.
That's weird.
If they're bringing the ball back up to center, that's not a behind. That's a goal. Right now, 7-6-48 for the Magpies.
And I believe the Magpies are going to run away with this one.
Well, yeah, it's getting late in the game here. Handballed back and then kicked forward by the Pies. And I have no idea what's going on right now.
We've got Philly running in front of us here.
But the Demons will take a mark. Philly players warming up right now, and
nothing wrong with it. You know, got some going by.
Just heard a whistle on the ground.
So will that be a free kick? That's my question.
Yeah, I believe so.
All right.
Or will it be? Nope, just going to be balled up.
Good chance for the Magpies here if they get possession.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a patch of play here that we just missed because the Philly team was warming up right in front of our position.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like we're at the MCG where we're 5 or 6 stories up. We're at ground level here, and we don't get to see everything. However, we do get to see Ben Cordes, the umpire, with both hands raised, and he's blowing the whistle, which means that is full time. The Magpies have made their comeback complete, and they come out with a victory today over the Boston Demons. The final score, the New York Magpies, 7 goals, 6 behinds, 48 points. And the hometown Boston Demons, 3 goals, 2 behinds, 20 points. Coming up next, more footy action. Do not go anywhere as we're coming back with more right here on Stateside Footy. Are you into retro gadgets? Ta-da! Then here's your dose of old school tech. This is Tech Throwback, your place to turn for the techno trend from way back when. On Tech Throwback, we look at old computers, classic video games, and all those little doohickeys that used to brighten up your day.
Yeah!
Tech Throwback can be seen on public access television, or you can check us out online at vimeo.com/channels/Tech Throwback. It's the way we used to compute and play back in the day, and you can watch it anytime on Tech Throwback. Game number 2 in the Battle of Beantown today. Funny thing is, here, neither of the teams are from Beantown, but the New York Magpies and the Philadelphia Hawks have come to town today to take part in this 3-team extravaganza. You just watched the Magpies and the Boston Demons, and the Magpies with a 47-21 win over the Boston club. And so now the Magpies play again, and this time they take on the Hawks, who've come all the way up from Philadelphia.
What do you think in the factor for this game will be for the Magpies here? Do you think that the fatigue from the last one is going to affect them at all?
Not really, because keep in mind, that these games are 2x20, and normally if it was just a full game, the players would play 4 20-minute quarters. So basically for the New York Magpies, this is almost like halftime for them. So maybe by like late in the second half there might be a little more, but I think we're going to do okay here as we just about get set. And the ball goes up. Here we go. We've got action, and it's hit out to an advantage by the Magpies, and they're going to deliver it right down to their forward 50. And let's see.
Is that marked?
Yeah, it's marked.
Beautiful.
He was just able to get it before it hit the ground.
Absolutely beautiful. Both?
Yes. All right, so.
Been a lot of beautiful marks today.
Yeah, Matt Young's had a couple. Your friend from the Magpies, I'll let you get his name.
Wanyanwa?
Wanyanwa.
Carpenter Wanyanwa.
There we go. Okay, so right now one of the Magpies has it. He's taking his run up. He's about to kick for goal. And let's see, that one is going, it looks like it's gone. I'm hearing applause though. See, it's tough from this angle.
Well, let's see. I think it will be by who kicks it out. I believe that will be just a behind. However, because
let's see how that's setting up.
It's tough to tell.
Yeah, no, it looks like they're setting up for kicking the back goal square. So
looks like a behind.
Yep, it is behind. So New York with the first score. It's a minor score. So now they lead 1-1, and Philly yet to get into it. And the kick comes out, marked, and then goes up a set of hands, and then the Magpies look to bring it back. Philly has it now. Hawks on the move, takes a hop, actually passed one of the Hawks, knocked ahead by the Magpies, and here we go.
Carpenter Wanyanwa had that one.
Okay. And
I believe that
got it right in front. And let's see.
Is that going to be kicked for a goal?
Like, oh, no, I think that might have gone across the face. They're setting up for another kick in. So, yeah, that went across the face and then won through for a behind. So now New York in the lead. They've expanded their lead, but right now it's just 2 minor scores. And Philly getting set to take the kick in from their own back goal square. And
that one's marked.
It's marked.
By number 2, Tristan Webster.
Tristan Webster, all right. So let's see, he kicks it up ahead. And goes to ground.
Almost
right
marked
in Magpie
there.
hands. New York's going to turn it right around. And here we go. Handball goes off to a number 6. That's Yusuf Sabat. And then he's brought down.
Is there going to be a free kick for Philly?
Nope. The umpire, actually, let's see. No,
I believe
the umpire judged that he had no prior opportunity to dispose of the ball. Therefore, it's just a ball up and not a free kick. He didn't call ball. And Philly tries to take it right now. He's wrapped up. And a number of players have it. Bunch of players around the ball. It's really hard footy out there right now. And getting out, he got the handball off, and he is wrapped up before he can even get down there. Troy Danilo for the Magpies.
Really big scramble there. We've seen a lot of that today.
As I was saying in the last game, this is part footy, part twister when these teams meet. And by the way, I mean the game, not the movie. As it gets a handball out once again, and a player gets wrapped up, he sold him into trouble, and he would just wrap it up and once again.
Part footy.
Up it goes, and Looks like the Hawks might have a little opportunity. That kick is smothered, though, once again, and they're just trying to move it out.
Magpies playing great defense here.
Yeah, great forward pressure. And let's see here. Free kick is going the way of Philadelphia. I'm sorry, in the way of New York, I'm sorry. And the free kick going to number 9, that's Connor Delves.
I think there should be a special edition of Stateside Footy where we intentionally butcher the names.
Nah, that's not good. And the kick goes, and let's see which way that's going to go. That is going to be taken right in front. Did he mark it? Yeah, he marked it right in front.
Marked it right in front. Is that going to be... Oh, let's see here.
No, he marked it right in front, so it's going to be a kick for goal. And that's going to be a goal.
Man, what I said was dead wrong.
Yeah.
New York coming out attacking here.
And there we go. So quickly, first 3 scoring shots of the game, all of them belonging to the Magpies. And right now they lead this game 1-2-8 to nothing so far for Philadelphia. And you're watching Stateside Footy on a Saturday afternoon here in Boston. Bill Robert alongside Tyler DeWallaby and our wonderful crew, Stacey Robert, John Semino, Aaron Harrington. Thanks for tuning in today. And don't forget, you can always catch us online anytime, day or night. Just check out our Vimeo channel. It's vimeo.com/StatesideFootyTV. As the ball gets balled up at center once again and knocked out, but not to advantage by the Hawks as the Magpies take it. And kicked forward there, that was number 28, that was Franklin.
Oh!
It goes to ground. A couple of players going for it. Loose ball, loose footy. It's on the ground. Handball now, and the Hawks try and move it up. A little bit of a kick ahead. And once again, the Magpies applying a lot of forward pressure, and they're just not letting the ball leave their forward half. And once again, it's called in. The umpire will just say, "My ball. We're tossing this one up, please."
My ball, please.
So he'll toss it up for grabs once again. And hit out, not to advantage though by the Magpies, as the Hawks will pick it up. Kick now through the corner, and it just goes past the outstretched hand of the intended receiver. And then, that's a throw! No one saw it, but that was definitely a throw, as it was taken by number 2 there. That's Tristan Webster once again. And it was a throw, just none of the umpires were there, as the Magpies get it once again. And the kick goes in, not quite marked. It's going to go over everything, but it'll be a good result for the Magpies, as it's going to be a boundary throw in their right forward pocket.
Yeah, I couldn't quite see that there, but that was definitely a throw, but nonetheless a good break for the Magpies.
Yes, very good break for the Magpies. And here we go. Throw comes in, and it's hit out to advantage by the Magpies. And once again, just a pile-up. It's a pile of people. And now the Hawks come away with it. Kick along the side, almost marked by one of the Magpies. Picked up off the ground by one of the Hawks. And Hawks trying to move with it, and it's going to roll out. It'll be a boundary throw in. Still pretty good result for the Magpies, because it's going to be at their right half forward flank. And it's tossed up and hit out once again to the Magpies. Not to clear advantage yet, but the Magpies have it now. And once again, they kick it back to their attacking half of the field. Well, actually, they're still there. As it goes ahead, who's going to get there first? Soccer ahead by one of the Hawks, and he's able to pick it up. Then he is wrapped up by 2 Magpies. Play on, calls the umpire, and handball back. And here we go once again. Magpies with a kick into the forward 50, and it is marked.
That is marked by Carpenter Wanyama.
There we go.
I love saying that name. That is one of those things.
I've tried a few times. They're taking a chainsaw to it. Sorry, pal. Let's see. Oh, it's touched, and it was going through for a behind anyway, but...
is that going to be a behind for New York?
I believe so. He tried to just punch it through, just to make it go out, but it was headed that way anyway. But that looks like it was a behind, so there's 1-3-9 for the Magpies now.
To Philly's nothing. Philly has yet to touch the scoreboard or even get a scoring chance.
Philly has yet to even touch their forward half of the ground yet. It kicks out now, right into the middle of a bunch of Magpies, and one of the Magpies does pick it up now. That's number 1. That is that's Julian Reese.
I think they're going to have a chance to free kick here, and it's marked. So now they're in their forward half of the field.
That was some good stereo.
That's kicked, and almost marked again.
Oh, he can't. Oh, and he took a knee in the head for his trouble. That was Alex Fedovic.
That's taken up.
Let's see, handball back.
And that's 34.
And he's just going to shoot for goal.
He's got it. He get it. Wow. All right. So Philadelphia takes that one. That was number 34, Mackey.
34 gets the goal. And the Philadelphia Hawks, we mentioned they had yet to see their own attacking half of the ground.
But now, after we say that,
Yeah,
they did it.
They did it. And not only did it, but they came in with a score, and all of a sudden now they're just 3 points down. 4 scoring shots to 1 in favor of the Magpies, but once again, 3 other scoring shots were behinds.
I feel as though every time I try to, say that a team needs to pick it up, they either pick it up or they fall off completely.
So you're either a blessing or a jinx.
Exactly. And
As it's hit out by the Magpies once again to advantage. Kick goes in and...
Oh, is that marked?
Did he pay the mark? Yes, he paid the mark.
Oh my gosh.
That was, he was basically on the ground.
That was number 86, who we don't have.
Nope. But obviously he didn't get 86 from the roster.
Exactly.
He's just not on ours.
Yeah.
And let's see. Kick into goal. It's a high kick.
Is that going to go for a behind? It looked as
I
if
hear claps.
looks as if it was going to go for a behind there. So
Right.
we'll see.
Yeah, the question is who's doing the clapping.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now everyone's moving towards the middle of the ground though, so I do believe that was a goal.
So a quick goal for the Magpies now puts them in a 9-point lead. Once again.
Actually, hold on. Is he or not?
Nope, I believe that's going to be taken by...
It is. They're setting up for the ball up at the center of the ground, so that was a goal. That was indeed a goal. So yeah, 2-3-15 now for the Magpies. 1 straight 6 for the Philadelphia Hawks.
Very nice kick by the Magpies there to get another goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that the in the last game we mentioned that it was 14 scoring chances for Boston to 11 for Maine, and then we mentioned that the scoring chances weren't that far apart. It was just a score.
Because of the difference between the behind and the goal.
Exactly. And now what I see is it's 4 more scoring chances for New York and only 1 for Philly. So you got to imagine that it's not much of a deficit for Philly, but they got to get more scoring chances.
Yeah, and right now, part of it is compounded by the fact that the last points that New York kicked, they kicked the goal. So right now they've got 2 majors and 3 minors for 15 points as the action comes through. And Philadelphia did have a free kick, and then it went back through the middle of the ground, and now New York's got the free kick.
I believe it's number 22.
That's Carl Schoenmakers. And he just puts it up. Nice, big, long kick. Marked.
I think that's 86. I think that was 86 again.
In the forward 50.
That's marked also. By number 18, Richardson.
So Richardson with a chance. I believe I think he kicked a goal in the last game. And let's see. Way to go, Richo. He kicked one.
Kicked another goal.
3-3-21. And the Magpies are on the march once again.
Magpies seem to be just going at it today.
Well, the Magpies, we're definitely one of the teams you can consider the class of the U.S.A.F.L. A few years ago, they did win the Division I premiership back in 2016 in Sarasota, Florida. And I was actually lucky enough to be part of the commentary crew for that. And over the years since we've been doing stuff here, we've featured so many games of the New York Magpies, and they've been so great to us. So it was not only great to be able to call the game where they won the premiership, but afterwards, first thing I did was I got down from the scissor lift and got onto the field and made sure I congratulated some of the players I knew, because it was a great moment for them as they beat the Orange County Bombers. And once again, they take it out of advantage. Looks to be another center clearance for the Magpies. Kick there, went off somebody. I think it caught him high in the shoulder or the face or something, but
it went off of somebody.
It went off of somebody.
That's Carpenter Wanyama with it.
Let's see here. And rolls and continues to roll. And I believe it's going to be rushed through for another behind.
Yep, so that'll be for a behind for New York.
Oh, we've just been handed the umpire cam. Apparently it fell off of Ben Cordes, so...
Well, he did say he was going to wear it on his head and that it would eventually fall off. I think Philly is kicking for a... Is that going to be out on the full? I guess so. It looked to me as though that was going to be a goal, but I guess it's out on the full. As New York has a free kick here for that one. Oh, but Philly gets it back. Bounce off the ground. Handballs that past. Oh, and almost marked there, but number 42, I believe, Aiden Cunningham had that one. So let's see what's, I think it's going to be a boundary throw-in. Yep, I got that one right, at least. Almost marked there, but that one is taken by Philly. And let's see what happens here, another whistle.
And let's see, a couple of players on the ground.
We saw earlier that
the umpires called for it, so it'll be a ball up. Ball up again, and no clear advantage yet, although now the Magpies have the clearance. A couple of handballs, and here they go once again. The Magpies are away. Big kick, going to forward 50. He's got his target. Oh, it just goes over their heads.
Just goes over Carpenter's head.
And another one now for the Hawks as they try and move it out, try and generate some offense. He is wrapped up. That's got to be ball. He ran a mile with it. And indeed,
Carpenter Wanyanwa just going at him, getting that, and able to get his mark on the man there.
Kicks it in close, goes to one of his teammates.
I believe that was number 18.
That's Richardson again. He's just kicked the goal.
So let's see if he can get the angle here.
Yeah, either the angle or just do a check side off the outside of the foot. See if you can bend it through. That looks pretty good, actually.
Is that a goal?
I don't believe so. Looks to be out on the full, so it'll be a free kick for the Philly Hawks. And it'll be in their right back pocket.
Let's just move the the umpire cam.
Is that thing even running? Hi.
Hello. Is it running actually?
I have
Hold
no
on.
idea.
Let's see here. Hold on. Because I have no idea how to
Kick
tell.
paid to the Magpies. I believe that was a mark. And takes a hop and a couple of hops. Oh, Philly couldn't pick it up, and here come the Magpies once again. That's number 6. It's U.S.A going again. Hope I'm getting that name right. Oh, soccer off the ground, and it's going to go, and actually it's going to be in the pocket. Still taken.
Carpenter Wanyanwa with it.
And he's trying to put it in position. Intercept marked, though, by the Hawks, and they're going to try and bring it back the other way. He plays on, and he kicks it going up the far wing, and it's going to go over everyone's head. Who's going to get there first? Looks like he's going to get it. Philly stops, sells some candy, handballs it off, and here we go. Hawks are on the way, and he is able to just stay up long enough to get that ball off. Here we go, and the kick. It's headed for the sticks. Where's it going to go? And it's going to roll through, and that'll be just out of bounds. But that'll be good for Philly because that's in their right forward pocket, and they're going to get a boundary throw in.
That was Rohan Crawley. I hope I'm getting that right. That had that one before it was marked as a boundary throw in.
I think they have to redo that.
Yeah, it looked like it wasn't a proper boundary throw in.
They're actually swapping out throw-ins.
That's
throw-in, folks. And Devine throws it out now. PJ Devine of the Demons. And no clear advantage yet. Magpies able to kick it away, but settling under it and getting it there and marking it is
number 6. That is
Greg Glasgow.
Glasgow. I believe that's how that was.
Yep.
All right.
And let's see. He's just gonna.
I think he's gonna go for it. Oh man!
Does it have the carry? No, it doesn't quite. Almost marked in front, and let's see. That's gonna be. That was touched, so it's gonna go through the middle sticks, but it's just gonna be a behind. So that's 117 now for Philly. Coming out, intercept mark, and they could turn this around into a 7-point play as it's taken there by number 11, who we don't have. And then goes off some hands, and the Magpies have it once again. And he is wrapped up, and there we go. That's ball. Philly's going to get the free kick on the other end coming back.
You know, I knew that I would have missed at least one name on this list.
Well, you did good getting what you got.
Yeah, you never really know.
Yeah. So let's see. It's going up now, and
is that marked?
He's marked. Oh my God, that was a great mark.
Marked it
in traffic. That was beautiful.
Now, I wonder who that was. I can't really see the jersey number, but nonetheless, they're going to go for a kick here.
That's a big kick that'll make it. Does it have the aim?
Is that a goal? That's a goal.
That's a goal. That was beautiful.
That was a beautiful marking goal.
Kick. There was no doubt it had the carry, just didn't have the aim, and indeed it did.
And Philly is back to a 9-point deficit.
3-4-22 for the New York club, and right now for the Philly Hawks, 2-1-13.
Number 43. That was Rohan Crawley.
Rohan Crawley, so 43 with the goal there. So here we go once again. And let's go up the center. And tossed up, and no real advantage.
I believe there's a bunch of guys going after it.
Yep.
You know, I got to be honest with you, Bill. I don't know how you go so fast.
I've been doing this for 10 seasons. As once again it comes off and kicked out by the Magpies, and it's going to go into forward 50. It'll be intercept marked there, though, by Philly. And he's not going to play on. He's just going to stop, take his kick, and wait for some targets to reveal themselves ahead of him. And he does that right now and kicks it over everybody, and it almost winds up in Magpie hands. Handball goes off. Magpies, he almost had it. And all the Hawks take it now, and the kick goes in, and it's through a bunch of people. Who's going to get there first? Nice shepherd off the ball. Nice smother, too. Philly working it right now. He's got it, and kicks, let's see, looking for, and almost getting his target there, number 27.
And he's going to kick that one in.
And let's see, what do we got?
For another goal.
So right there, Philly, bang, bang, they come back, and all of a sudden, they trail by just 3 points.
Well, what a turnaround for Philly.
Yeah, they were down to 1.22 to 6, but now they've come back, and right now it's 22-19. We've got ourselves a ball game, folks. And New York was on a roll because they had all those scoring shots in the last half against the Demons, and they just seem to be riding a ton of momentum here. In fact, they still do lead in scoring shots. And the kick, by the way, is scored by number 21.
Rob Hinchin.
Rob Hinchin, yep, okay. As it comes out, and then once again, Magpies getting the clearance, although they can't move it they can't move much further forward, as the Hawks are there in defense, however you say it.
Defense, yeah.
Defense, and the kick goes in, and it's intercept marked by the Hawks.
You know, I'm hoping I said Rob's name right there. He told me when I got it, but you know, I can never be too sure.
Hey, you keep getting Ben's name right. That's, you know. As the kick goes in, bounces off a couple of hands. Magpie had it, but then he got wrapped up, but was able to dispose of it. And handball goes off, and we've got the whistle, and we've got the arms up, which means we're at halftime. And Philly has poured it on, and they've gotten back into this one. Less than one straight kick right now. In fact, half a goal separates these two clubs. At the half, the score stands: the New York Magpies, 3 goals, 4 behinds, 22 points. And the Philadelphia Hawks, 3 goals, 1 behind, 19 points. We'll wrap this one up. It'll be Philly and New York, part 2, right here on Stateside Footy. Stay tuned. There goes the whistle, and we've got another half of footy about to start right now. New York up by very few points, actually. Just up by 3 points, 22-19, as it comes out and goes directly to ground, and it'll be balled up once again. It's the opening seconds of this second half, and right now, New York ahead of Philly, but just by a few points. And the advantage taken by Philly, and can they get the clearance? Yes, they can. All right, they're going to start going the other way now. There we go. That's a big kick. I think he kind of ski jumped it a little bit there. Takes a bounce, takes a weird bounce.
And then that will be a boundary throw-in, as it only rolled out.
Yeah, it only rolled out, right. Didn't go out on the full. So, we'll toss it back in. After this, we've got another game, as these Philly Hawks will be taking on the hometown Boston Demons. You'll see that in the next episode of Stateside Footy. As it comes down now, goes to ground. Soccer to head by the Hawks. And taken by the Magpies. And they'll just look to try and kick it back out into attack. Philly there with some forward pressure. Ball comes off the ground. One of the Philly players picks it up. Kicks in now, and almost marked. Can he still catch? Oh, he bumps into a Magpie before he can corral the ball. There's another Magpie trying to run with it right now. And here we go. Kick by Philly. That is smothered. Nice job by the Magpies back line. And it's still loose down by the back. And it looks like the Magpies are going to come away with it. Indeed, they do, as they kick it out on the far wing. Stops there. Looks for some targets. and then kicks toward the center. Intercept mark there, and the Hawks will just bring it right back.
That was a nice intercept mark there.
This kind of looks like the same thing we saw in the first half early on, but in this case, it's the Magpies trying to get out, and the Hawks catching it and bringing it right back. So it's the same circumstance, except the jumpers are reversed.
Yeah. You start to wonder, will it be like that first half where the teams are just scoring back and forth like they were?
Yeah, well, we're about to find out. This is a big kick. Does it have the carry? It looks like it does. Does it have the aim? Nope, it goes down right in front, and I believe that's going to be touched, and it goes through for a behind. First scoring shot of the second half.
Is that?
No, that's a goal.
Wow.
I thought that got touched, but that must have gone over the line before anyone got to it.
All right, well,
so there you go. So Philly has hit the front.
Philly now up 25-22, 4-1-25 to 3-4-22. I'm not sure who that goal was scored by, but nonetheless, Philly is now up. And you start to think, can Philly pull away with this before New York fixes what they're doing?
Which will be interesting. And let's see, the kick goes up and marked by the Hawks, who will just bring it back once again. So the Hawks on the march, or I should say, the Hawks are in flight. But now the Magpies looking for it in front, punched away, it's spoiled, and the Hawks, it takes a weird bounce, and the Magpies almost get hands to it. It just couldn't, player couldn't get the ball to sit for him. And now the Hawks will blast it right up the corner, and it'll take a hop, and very advantageous hop, but it's picked up by the Magpies. He'll handball it off, looking for anything, but then one of the Hawks will pick it up. One of the Hawks players shepherded off the ball as the Magpies get it on the near wing. And still going there. And goes back to the center of the ground where it's marked, and the Magpies will take it out, and they're looking just to go on the fat side of the ground right now, giving chase and marking is number 86 for the Magpies, and he just plays on. He kicks it ahead now, and it's going to short hop and wind up in Philly hands, and he handballs it ahead, and Philly's back at it now, and he runs right into trouble, but then he handballs it back, and let's see. I think we had an improper disposal there, so as a result, New York will get the free kick.
Yeah, Carpenter won.
Ben.
Oh, boy. Ben. We'll say Ben.
Holding the ball. One of the Magpies was about getting set to uncork a shot at goal, but he get knocked aside by one of the Philly players, and instead of getting a kick on goal, he gives away a free kick for holding the ball.
And now Philly, almost marked there, but now the Magpies get possession. Number 80 here. Is that going to be marked?
No,
almost.
Kenny Soccer through, and let's see.
Zena Soccer that through
behind.
for a behind.
One of the Philly players was able to get a touch on it before it went through.
So Carpenter Wanyanwa with a behind there, and now
the kick in is marked by number 36 for the Hawks. That's John Hincher. And he kicks it up now, and it's marked again. And here we go. 31 has it now. And that is Damian Holland. He kicks it ahead now. And kick toward the goals. And that looks like that's another goal.
So another goal for Philly here.
So all of a sudden, the Hawks are piling it on. Between Magpies and Hawks, the Hawks are the birds of prey, and boy, they're swooping right now. They've got 2 scoring shots, 2 majors in this half, and they trailed by 3 at the half, and right now they're actually leading by 8, 5-1-31 to 3-5-23.
Well, Bill, this is shaping up to certainly be an interesting game.
Yes, well, usually anytime you have the Magpies always will give it their all. It's a very hard-fought contest, but Philly, I talked about the Magpies being premiers, but I believe that the Hawks, too, won a Division III premiership a couple of years ago. So both these teams have won U.S.A. championships. As he comes out now, the Hawks once again. Oh, nice little bit there. He sold the candy. Handballs it off. Magpies pick it up. Then he is wrapped right up. That's a... Wow. Did he handball that? As it comes out now, and there's a race for it.
That's Soccer
ahead, but the Magpies are going to get it. And he's got a clear shot, but it looks like it's going wide. And Ben's going right now to try and get it. And he'll just try and push it so it'll sit for him. He's got it now, and just looks for a centering ball. And it is marked.
That's number 13.
That's Adam Craver.
And now that looks like a straight kick to the goal.
Straight kick. The question is, will it have, has he got the range?
Yeah, I think that's
can he keep it straight?
Right. Now you always wonder that.
Actually handballs it off to another player, and number 22, and That's a goal.
That's a goal for New York.
He
Number
handballed
20.
it off to Schoenmakers. And that was actually funny. We were talking about whether or not he could make that kick.
And then he just hands it off to Schoenmakers, and he sold the candy there, as you would put it.
Yeah. Well, once again, it's like a case where in the 2001 Grand Final, or 2011 Grand Final, where Tom Hawkins was taking a lot of marks to forward 50, but his kicks were going wayward. He just wasn't kicking straight. So he'd taken another mark, and everyone was expecting him to kick it. Steve Johnson was walking right next to him, and Hawk just casually just handballed it to Stevie Johnson. Johnson played on and kicked the goal. That's what that was. It's just we were all set to have him take the free kick, Craver, and all of a sudden he just handballs it to Schoenmakers. I'm sorry, not Craver. Craver. Then he just handballs it to Schoenmakers, and Schoenmakers puts it through the big sticks for the goal. And now we have a ball up once again, and hit out to no clear advantage yet. But it looks like the Magpies will be getting the clearance, and Ben's in the contest for it right now. And once again, here we go. The kick goes, and it's going to be a dribbler, and it's touched.
That's a goal.
Is it a goal?
That was deemed a goal for New York there.
Goal. Wow. Must have touched it on the other side of the line. I thought he got to it in time. Once again, we're at a bit of an angle here.
So that looks like a goal for New York.
And I believe that was number 13, Craver, who handballed off the last one. This time, he actually did put it through. So all of a sudden, the Magpies have hit the front once again. And they're up now by 4, 5-5-35 to 5-1-31. Still, right now, though, just a few behind separating these two teams, 4 behind.
You know, a 4-point lead for New York, and that's just how many scoring chances they need to get this thing tied up.
Yeah, but keep this in mind too. You know, one straight kick, and all of a sudden they're back on top. As he gets handballed off after the ruck, 34 had it now, going over to number 2 now. That's Webster, and let's see, the ball is loose, and the Magpies will take it once again. He is brought down, and it's holding the ball. One of the Magpies was trying to get away with it, but he was hauled down by one of the Hawks. Holding the footy is called. The Hawks will get a free kick. And it looks like this could be in range. The only question being for us is a kick like this, it'll be the angle.
Now my question is, would you center this one and then go for a straight kick? That would be my question to ask here, but then again, you know, we've seen weirder things.
Yeah.
We've seen weirder things in footy. And
Kick goes
that
in,
one, that looks as though it's, that was...
I don't hear any applause, though. Usually applause is the telltale sign of a goal.
Then again, you know, you see everybody going.
I've seen some high fives, and they're bringing it back to center, so that was indeed a goal. So as quickly as they surrender the lead, the Philly Hawks get it back. And now they're up by 2 minor scores, 6-1-37 to 5-5-35.
Anything can change in about 2 seconds in a game.
Indeed. What was I saying? You say, well, they're behind by 4 points, 4 scoring opportunities. I'm like, yeah, but one straight kick
and they're right back in it.
Boom. Yeah. Well, not just right back in it. They're in front.
They're in front.
So there we go. So good job from both of these clubs.
There we go. All right, now New York takes possession of it, number 10 here. I don't remember the name of that, but figure it out. It is kicked ahead, marked there by number 86. And he'll take another kick here. And Ben's in contention for it. Oh, almost marked there. But now the Hawks have it. And there's a whistle. And I don't know exactly what for.
There's a push in the back. Free kick for a push in the back.
Is that to the Magpies?
Yes. It was off the ball.
And that's going to be Carpenter Wanyanwa taking the free kick here. It looks as if it was a straight kick. What's going on here? Oh, I think he's just going to take his kick.
Yeah.
Is that one going to be for a goal? Nope, it's intercept marked in front. And now it's kicked. Oh, almost intercept marked by the
Hawks.
By the Hawks.
Or the Magpies.
Magpies, yeah. We both got that one wrong. And now it's a kick. Is that going to be a goal? That is a behind for the Magpies there. So now just 1 point separating these two clubs as it's kicked ahead by the Hawks. And now there's a scramble in front. No clear advantage here. And there's a whistle.
They'll just ball it up. So right now you've got Philly 6-1-37 and the New York Magpies with 5 goals and a goal's worth of behinds, 5-6-36. And they'll ball it up once again.
So they'll ball it up here, and that is taken by... now it's taken by the Magpies, but... Oh, that's speared out in front by the Hawks. And there's now a mad scramble for it. There's no clear advantage, but I believe... Oh, that's soccer ahead. And New York will take that one. But he loses possession of the ball. And now it's Philly. It's a scramble in front. I have got to be faster with this.
Well, it's a fast game.
Yeah.
So they'll just ball it up as it was tied up.
Yep.
And hit
now
on once again to advantage by the Magpies. And there's a kick heading for the forward 50.
That's
and,
my goodness.
Did they pay it? I think he controlled the ball. So, no, they didn't actually. So it's going to be loose. And the Hawks will get it now. And he's just going to rush the behind.
So we are all tied up here in Boston as New York gets it behind and ties it. 6-1-37 to 5-7-37.
As the kick comes out and Magpies pick it up. He is wrapped right up and
now possession for the Magpies.
He's able to get back up and kicked up. I think he ski jumped it a little bit there. And
that's almost intercept marked.
And ball goes to ground. And we've got a whistle.
I think that might be holding the ball.
Nope, someone got lagged. Someone got hit below the... and so it'll be a free kick to the Magpies.
All right.
As a low tackle.
I believe that was number 92 that almost had that. That was number 92. That's
Alex Marshall.
Well, this is definitely a good game, as you can see here. But now, New York with a chance to kick a goal. Number 86, who we do not have, but let's see here. He could definitely have the angle here.
He could. Let's see. That looks pretty good.
Yeah, that does. That's a goal.
Dare I say, centimeter perfect.
So now, 6-7-43 New York to Phillies, 6-1-37.
So now New York is back up, and they're up by a straight kick now.
New York with the same amount of goals as Philly, but as you mentioned earlier, you know, the scoring chances.
Yeah, even the scoring shots. I mean, you go count up the scoring shots here, and 13 for the Magpies right now, and 7 for the Hawks.
But the Hawks just getting that possession really early on here, getting those goals.
But the reason the Hawks are still pretty much right in the thick of this game is the fact that 7 of the 13 scoring shots for the Magpies have gone wayward. Well, actually, technically, I would say 6 of them, because one of them was actually one of the Philly defenders rushing him behind. Oh, my goodness, Ben almost had it. Yeah, he almost had it.
I think Ben's going to get it here,
almost
though, but there's a scramble, and now there's going to be a whistle.
Maybe a whistle, but still a good result for the Magpies.
And it's going to be a ball up in their own zone here.
In the shadow of their attacking goalposts.
So let's see here. New York's going to grab possession of it. That's 80. And what will that go for? That will go for a behind for New York.
That was kind of a knuckleball there.
Yeah, it looked like it was.
They have a lot of spin and a lot of roll to it. That one just kind of stuck out there. That was definitely a knuckleball.
So now 6-8-44 to 6-1-37. New York leading
and
by 7.
Will take the kick in from their own back goal square.
It's interesting to see how these plays will turn out because you never know exactly what's going to happen.
And right now, going back to, for instance, in American football, they use the term a 2-possession game, and that's what we have right here. Because originally, it was just a 6-point difference, and one kick would have tied it. But now, Philadelphia needs at least two scoring shots to tie it, if not to take the lead. And everything comes in and knocked out by the Hawks. Magpies still trying to move with it, but the Hawks pick it up now. Quick handball back, and he sold his teammate into trouble. That's not 15. Play on, and kicked over. That was number 33 there, John Loring. John Loring, that's a name we've called a lot over the years here on Stateside Footy. In fact, a couple of our most memorable highlights as both Rusty Smith and Jeremy Hum took screaming marks over the back of John Loring. John Loring, one of the longtime stalwarts of the Philadelphia Footy Club. As
I hear a lot of these memories you've told me about Stateside Footy. This being my first year here.
Your first year, our 10th.
Yeah, first and only year, but you know,
the kick goes out in the full, so it'll be a free kick to the Magpies.
Free kick from the Magpies. You know, I'm looking at a lot of these. At some of these team names, and the Magpies, I never knew that was a bird. So when you told me that earlier today, I was utterly confused.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, Magpie's a bird. You look at the team logo, and a nice picture of a magpie.
Yeah.
You remember the old cartoon Heckle and Jekyll?
No.
Heckle and Jekyll were magpies. Let's see here as it gets kicked up now, and let's see. Bounces off everybody, goes to ground.
It looks like now Philly is in possession of it.
Actually, is that a mark or is it just a free kick?
I believe that was a mark. I believe that was an intercept marked by Philly. And they get it, but it's intercept marked by New York.
That's showing makers. And he'll put it back into play for the Magpies now. Big kick goes up.
Is that marked? That's marked.
Marked. He had the player right on him.
And he's taken down.
Yeah.
Now 28 has it. 28
And he plays on.
Daniels. That's a goal. What a goal by Daniels there. And now, New York once again.
Up by 13 now.
Getting some good scoring chances in and cashing in on him. 7-8-50 to 6-1-37. Philadelphia needing a good amount of points.
And a good amount of hurry, too.
And a good amount of hurry to get
as
within
we
this.
continue toward the latter stages of this second half. And they'll ball it up back at center.
The Magpies just finding a way to run away with some games that they're playing. First against Boston, now against Philly.
This New York club's been winning a lot of games for a lot of years. I mean, when you think of some of the legendary USAFL clubs, you've got them, you've got the Denver Bulldogs, who have rattled their way to multiple premierships, both on the men's and women's side. Let's see.
I believe that Philly's going to get a free kick here.
Yep, they got the free kick, and let's see.
That's marked by... almost marked. I called it too early.
Yep.
But now there's a lot of
wrapped
people.
up, and
Is that going to be holding the ball?
Nope. It's going to be a ball up. Because by the time he got the ball and the players got to him, he had no prior opportunity to dispose of the ball. That's what the umpire has decided, and that's why he'll ball it up and will not call holding
Philly
the ball.
gets possession of it.
And they get the clearance. Can they keep it, though? Bounces off a set of Magpie hands, taken by one of the Hawks. He's got it now, tries to sell some candy. Handball's out to the side, and here we go. Philadelphia on the move, looking to get some points back and get them in a hurry. Takes a hop, takes another hop, and rolls out of bounds. Still a good result, though, for the Hawks, as it will be in their attacking half. They just need to take it out of the ruck now with this boundary throw in and make something happen with it. They're down by 13. They need at least 3 scoring shots.
At the very least.
At the very least, yes. And coming out. And going down and going back up. And that's going to roll out of bounds, so that'll be another boundary throw in.
Getting the cobwebs out. I'm just happy the hamstring didn't go beep.
And one of the demons just showing up, Ross Druckenmiller.
Sir?
That is.
Sorry, I just missed it.
You know, it's a great thing when you can be watching a sport like this and when they're playing and then off the field they're just nice, genuine people.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I mean, it's amateur sports, too, so you don't have all the money and egos that you do with pro sports.
Yeah.
But even with that, a lot of times, too, you find with footy, there's still some pretty good. They don't have the, sometimes you have, like, with the stereotypical pro athlete attitude. A lot of that you don't find down under. At least that's been my limited experience. And
yeah, a lot of pro sports players also are just nice people. They're regular guys, but also they play a sport that pays them millions.
Oh, we've got a bit of a coming off the ball. We've got a few players tangled up here. Starting a little bit of something here. And it's going for the ball all the way back there. As he's awarding a free kick, and basically I think there were like 4 players tangled up in a bit of a scrum. And it's not going to matter because he blows the whistle and puts his hands up.
And that will be time?
I believe so.
All right, well, the game
it.
ending with New York 7-8-50 to Philly's 6-1-37. As we mentioned before, you know, obviously big scoring chances all around, but New York getting those opportunities and getting more goals out of what they had.
Yes, and at one point they actually trailed by a bit in the second half, but they came back and, well, it was once again, just getting a forward pressure, getting people into the forward 50, and also the ball use. Some nice disposals there too, and getting the ball to people. I mean, a classic example of the ball use was the fact that Craver had the ball at one point. He had a free kick, wasn't sure he could make the distance, and Sean Makers was right next to him, so he just quick handball, which actually people were all set for the free kick, and all of a sudden the handball kind of took people off guard. But even so, Sean Makers just got the boot to it and put it right through, and that's how the game is going to end today with New York, the 50-37 winners.
Australian Rules Football? In the U.S.? That's right. The United States Australian Football League is in a city near you. Go to USAFL.com, find your team, check them out. We're a group full of men and women just like you. Join us for the fun athletic competition. Stay for the camaraderie.
We are the champions!
Log on and sign up to join your team at USAFL.com.
As this is the 10th season of Stateside Footy, one of the things we're doing on the side is taking a look back at previous seasons. In our last episode, we took a look back at our first season in 2010. Today, we go back to 2011 and some highlights from season number 2. Shippers on the move. Handball's over to Lacombe. Handball back to Shippers. Shippers in position. Shippers is going to let go a kick. It's turning, and it's through for a goal. It's in the hands of Al McLean now. McLean with a big kick toward goal, and a big goal. Tries to handball it off, winds up on the ground. With it now, it's Dodge. Dodge with a kick toward goal, and that's going to stay true. It's handballed, and they can't get it over to Apple. Loose now, Apple's got it. Oh, it shanks it though, but it's still in play. And they can't soccer it out. Shippers with a kick toward goal, and Shippers with a goal by the Demons, and they are off and running again. Nice little move there, and it's kicked toward the Demons forward 50. And goes to ground. Knezovic has it there. He's going to kick it through the sticks. Tried to get Chugger on the lead, and it's loose now. A couple players going after it. Jonik tries to soccer it off the ground. He's kicked a goal. Harry Jonik soccers a rolling ball off the ground and puts it right through. The Demons will pick it up, though. McLean has it now. Tough angle, though. He's trying to kick it to somebody in front. And, almost taken. Soccer ahead, and it's a goal. Forwards, right there. Right chance. He's got it, though. He's in. He's close to the goal. Can he get it through? Yes! That's a goal for the Demons. They extend their lead. And Al's got the mark, the defensive mark off of the kick in. And he kicks it. And it's dropped. They've got it right in front. It's on the ground right now. He's got it. Kicks through. I think it's a goal. It's a goal. McLean's got it. He's on the run. Handballs it over to Shippers now. Shippers taken down.
Stays in play, though.
McLean's got it now. Really tough angle. He's going to try it, though. A banana kick.
Oh.
Was it? It's a goal! And once again, Cuff's taken out of the ruck, but the Opserman winding up with it now. Shippers with a big kick toward goal. It's bouncing. It's going. It's through. And the coach looks to kick it. It's through. Wow. That's a huge goal. He's going to kick it ahead, trying to get it to Shippers. Shippers, he can't hang on to it, otherwise he was home free. Shippers is still being harassed there quite a bit. And it's kicked there, and kicked through for a goal. That was Ed Callahan. And there's a big pile for it, and jumping onto it now, that's Emily Reel. Reel can't get it to the boot, though. Belford does. Belford with a high kick, and a goal, it looks like. Right at center halfback. And she's just going to go with it. She plays on. And able to get around a tackle, and she's moving. With it now is Emily Reel. Reel moves with it. She puts out a big kick toward the sticks, and she kicks a goal. It's going to wind up in Magpie hands, except she can't come out with it. And Emily Reel gets it off the bounce, and she's on her way, and she's making a big kick, and another goal. And with it now, that's Walt Lynn. However, they've got it now. The kick, the goal. And coming out. He's taken down. Just gets rid of the ball before he gets called for holding the ball. Shippers with a kick in toward the goals. Looks like it went through, and it did. And he's going to kick it further up, in toward the goals. Ball is loose, kicked toward the goals. It's a goal! It's loose. It's loose. Rusty Smith is there. He gets it to the boot, but it's smothered. He gets it again, and that's a goal. I believe it was Dawson. And with it now, number 27, Peter Mays. He drops it, and now with it is Adam Shippers. Shippers with a kick, tough angle, and that's going to be a goal! Adam Shippers! Big kick. Tries to get it, can't do it, but they got it now. On the run, kicks towards the sticks, and that's another goal! Towards the front of the goal, and taking the mark there was that, see who that was, I believe that was Kupke. Hawks kick it, long kick along the wing. Damian Hallam with the mark. High-flying Hallam again. Damo's the man you turn to if you really need a screamer. Another nice one. Tupke there with the mark, and he'll get the free kick. Kick goes in toward the goals. Mark taking right in front. McComey will kick it ahead now. Nice kick in front. Let's see who's going to get it. Taken for the mark. There's a Demon who has it. He came down with it. Actually wound up just doing a shepherd on Connor. And the mark is taken. Taken down and still coming down with it in Paul Kupke. And here come the Demons again. Kick ahead. They've got somebody on the lead. Taking the mark. Yep, he's going to pay him the mark. That was really nice. Just going to kick it. Looking for somebody in front. Aerial mark taken. Beautiful. PJ Devine, number 46. DeGeorge is under it. DeGeorge will take the mark, and they'll get clocked from the back.
Weighing his options.
Elwood with the kick, trying to get it to somebody in front there. Oh! On his knees, he took the mark. And then looking for Matt. He's got him! Matt takes the mark at about center and a half forward. And handballs it right to Knezovic. Knezovic kicks it toward the front. He's got Hollywood there. Nice sliding mark by James Aylward. Over to Druckenmiller now. Druckenmiller kicks it ahead. And the sliding mark is taken. I believe that was Kupke. Yes, indeed it is. And take the kick. There's Captain Al McLean. And the mark is taken right in front. He does. The Demons are running with it now. Big kick coming into the Demons forward 50. They've got a couple of people under it. And the mark is taken. Get somebody on the lead. Damian Hallam right in front of the sticks. Got it? Oh, a big catch there by Harris. Oh, the mark taken right in front by Shippers. And
Dawson takes a great mark in front. Beautiful kick there, Dawson.
Got to hand it to that Chicago backline there, standing stout. But the kick out.
Mark taken by Matt Seibel.
kick goes in toward the goals. Mark taken right in front. Oh, but he misses. Taken right in front. I believe that was Knezovic that had it. Had it right in front of the goals, but missed. He's got Morton inside as well as Shippers is in there now. Apple, Knezovic. And it's high and it might make it. Oh, it's a poster. Hit the post. So that'll be a behind. Actually didn't just hit the post, it obliterated the post. Just blew it apart. Loose ball in front. Taken now. Kicked. Oh! He was right in front and he put it right off the goal post. And knocked aside. Now the Buffaloes have it. They kick toward goal. Kicked it, but guess what? Behind. Second quarter, they swapped sides. Michopi is like, I got it. Kicked it and wound up kicking it the wrong way. Oops. Loose ball. They kick it forward. This might make it all the way to the goals. It's going to bounce.
Last one.
And, oh, he pushes him through.
Oh, ooh.
Another broken goalpost.
That lets it go past.
And the handball to Blaha now. Nicky Blaha with a kick. Nicky Blaha with a goal.
He's in.
First points for the black team. It's a goal to Nicky Blaha.
A little bit of a victory dance.
Doing a little bit of a shimmy, yeah. Handball to Druckenmiller. Druckenmiller with a huge kick.
Oh,
It's on the roof!
he roofed it.
It's on the roof of the school!
Oh, he's never going to hear the end of that one.
Yeah. Give the gift of footy. Still haven't figured out whether or not it's a goal or a behind. Well, it's not a behind, it's an on top. And that's a look at the highlight reels from Stateside Footy Season 2. At least those were the highlights that happened on the field. One of the biggest highlights actually happened not even as part of a game. At one point during the year 2011, AFL superstar Brett Kirk came to the United States as part of his worldwide tour to promote the game ahead of the 2011 International Cup. One of the stops Brett made was Boston, and we actually got a chance to sit down with the former Swans captain and talk about footy and its growth around the world. Special moment here on Stateside Footy. We teased it at the top of the show. Joining us today, AFL superstar. In fact, we get to cheer the captain of the red and the white. Brett Kirk joins us. Brett, thank you very, very much for joining us on Stateside Footy.
Thanks, Bill, for having me. I've heard a lot about you, and I'm happy to be here on a sunny day in Boston.
Well, thanks for joining us once again. It's a terrific day here for a game. We were expecting a little bit of rain, and also there was that championship parade across the river that we had to contend with, too.
There was a few people around.
Few people, yeah. Boston Bruins Stanley Cup champions. They had the parade today. Yeah. How was the trip over from South Station?
Yeah, it was fine. Yeah, there was a few people around. Obviously, ice hockey is a big thing in town, but it's a lot of crossover from ice hockey to Aussie Rules, I think.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Speaking of journeys, obviously you're in the middle of what's being billed as Captain Kirk's Odyssey, and it's really a worldwide tour. You're the AFL ambassador. The International Cup's coming up in August. Yes. Tell us a little bit about this Odyssey, because it really is an interesting trip. I've been reading your tweets, and you've been to some, not just the United States and Canada, but Israel, Sri Lanka, exotic locales, but also locales where they can sometimes be global hotspots. Tell us a little bit about your journeys through there.
Yeah, when I retired, I'd always wanted to go on an adventure with my family, and the AFL sought me out to work for them, and I sort of worked out a position that I was an International Cup ambassador, and once it all started, I really wanted to create some awareness about what footy's doing overseas. Footy sometimes, everyone can think, it's just played in Melbourne and different places in Australia, but through my travels, this is no longer just an Aussie sport. There's people all over the world adopting the game, and I wanted to show how the passion that people have. And as you mentioned, a few places I've been. I left Australia sort of mid-January, and basically going around the world with my wife and my 4 young kids, and I've had an amazing experience. And see, early on we went through quite a few different third world countries, and just to be in places like South Africa, and footy's played in a lot of the townships there, so to see kids with absolutely nothing be out on a dirt track with no shoes on, no shirt, and I'd be doing handball drills, and then all of a sudden they'd start singing and dancing, and it just made my heart smile to think footy can do this for people, just not only in Australia, because I think it's the best game in the world, because it does create a community sense and bring people together, and that's what I'm seeing everywhere I go. It's just the quality people involved, and it's not always expat Aussies. Iceland and Croatia, pretty much all locals that play the game, and I've really loved going and connecting with people, really connecting with people's spirit, and love being on this journey, and look forward to getting back to Australia and really sharing with people what our game's doing for people.
It is a game that's so easy to love. I became hooked watching late night reruns on ESPN when they started running it in the early 80s, so I've been a fan ever since then. But as far as the way it's carried on around the world, I mean, I'm seeing more and more posts coming up from different places. I know World Footy News has mentioned a lot. And really, what's shaping up this year for the International Cup, it sounds, it's got the makings of a terrific tournament. I can't wait to see games from there.
Yeah, so it's going to be a week in Sydney and a week in Melbourne, and the last tournament was in 2008, where there was 15 countries for the males, and this year it's looking like there's going to be 21, and so up 6 countries, and then it's going to be the first year that there's going to have a women's competition, so there's going to be 6 teams competing from 6 different countries, so the US, Canada, Italy, Ireland, Papua New Guinea, and there's a multicultural Australian team playing. So it's, as I said, footy's a great game. It's very inclusive. It's not just for the elite or just very male dominated. It's for everyone, and I'm really looking forward to getting involved, because, as I said, everywhere I'm going, it's very much grassroots. Obviously, I was involved in the AFL for 12 years at a professional level, and but I grew up in the country watching my dad play and getting involved in the country. So I love getting out here, and people are here because they love it and they want to connect with other people, whether they're here as Aussies or from the US. It doesn't really matter. Once you're out in that field, you're out there just to have fun and enjoy each other's company.
So what was the genesis of this tour? Is this something where you came to the AFL with an idea, or did they approach you?
Yeah, it sort of was multi-pronged, I guess. I was sort of thinking a certain way, and they were sort of thinking that they want to do some work with me. So, this guy back in the AFL, Dave Matthews, is quite a visionary in terms of where he wants to take the game and where he wants it to grow. And it just it evolved, and all of a sudden it took wings, and it was January before I knew it. I'd only been retired a few months, and I'm jumping a plane travelling to Sri Lanka. So, it's pretty amazing. And just you, Bill, so you want to talk us a little bit about how you got involved with footy?
Yeah, started, as I mentioned, I was watching ESPN back in the early 80s, and from time to time you would have, on TV in the States, you'd have like the hour-long highlight show that they would put together, but it really hadn't been around for years. And this is really started about 2 years ago. I was late in the winter of 2009. I was searching on a website for Australian Rules Football American TV listings, and about 3 pages down, the search took me to the Boston Demons homepage, and I was stunned. I had no idea there was a league structure here or anyone here was playing footy, and so I decided right then and there, I was like, next year I want to get in touch with these guys, I want to cover these games, and that was the birth of Stateside Footy, and we've been going with it ever since.
Wow, yeah, I've been to probably 16, 17 different countries. This is the first time I've ever seen games getting filmed. Is this something just for the old love of the games?
Absolutely. It's my way too of kind of a selfish purpose behind it, because if I can get more exposure, my mission is to get this game on as many people's radar as possible. And in doing that, maybe that means that the powers that be will start beaming in more footy from the AFL and other places too. So in that, I guess you could say it's a little self-serving, but also, these people put in a lot of work and a lot of effort and really, put on some great events and some great games. Like, for instance, today's thing, obviously we had a little competition across the way, but they do such great work, and I'd love to see them get recognized for what they do and have more people realize what a terrific sport Australian Rules Football really is.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think it's the best game in the world, and I think it's great seeing people that are passionate about the game like yourself. I'm coming into contact with them all the time, and most of them are all volunteers that no one gets paid to do it, and it's all about the love of it. What is it that you love about the game?
The fast pace of it, the excitement, much like in hockey where you have a bounce or something like that, just this little piece of rubber can just all of a sudden it does something and brings an entire crowd to its feet. Same thing, like for instance, watching last year's grand final. Anytime, it seems especially anytime the Pies kicked a goal, the entire place just erupted. And just something like that can bring that kind of excitement and energy into a place. It's just an exciting game to watch. It's one of the games where really just, it's not like baseball. It was my first love, but sometimes it can get a little sedentary. But Aussie Rules, they're always going.
Yeah, for sure. And I think also you mentioned before about the importance of it getting on TV for people to watch. I totally agree. I think people need to actually be able to see the game and be captured by it and then want to try to join somewhere. So can you just tell me, so you've got a lot of cameras here and you're doing a lot of work. Where is it can you watch your footy?
Well, our flagship station is Wilmington Community Television in Wilmington, Massachusetts. It's a local cable access station. The show can also be seen online. Anytime the episodes are done, they get posted right up online. We have a site. We actually have videos on the Vimeo and on YouTube, but our main site's on blip.tv, and that's where people can watch the episodes. In fact, this week, we just got our 4,000th total view online. So there are people out there watching the program, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's great. And do you think the US people can adapt to the game of Aussie Rules?
Absolutely. Just as far as the people that I've talked to, I've already made a few conversions just at the TV station where I work. My wife, one day she came home, I was watching the hour-long highlight show that the AFL used to put together, and she's like, "What are you watching?" She sat down, half an hour into it, she was hooked. To the point where now she's coming with me and doing these things. We've traveled to New York, and we traveled to Baltimore, and we're traveling to Austin for Nationals this year. And she's actually been behind a lot of it. I figured this year it's like, we'll do the home games, we won't do any road games. Then she's like, we could do New York, or we could do Baltimore. I'm like, okay, fine. Don't have to tell me twice. So she's really into it too, and it just shows how quickly people can really learn to accept the game and love the game and really follow it and get into it.
Yeah, totally agree. You got anything else to know?
Actually, just not to sound like a cheesy game show host, but we do have lovely parting gifts. For you.
Beautiful.
And also for Haley and the kids.
Okay, beautiful. Thanks so much, Bill.
Thank you.
Yeah, obviously we connected just recently on Twitter, and
yes, we did.
Yeah, and I read a little bit what you're doing and spoke to some people from the US. So I think it's wonderful what you're doing. It's your own time, and it's just something you're passionate about. And yeah, as I said, it's just, I guess this is what I'm seeing all over the place. People like yourself, whether you're involved in administration, whether you're playing the game, whether you're umpiring. Yeah, I think it's a great community sense that football brings, and I really pay homage to what you're up to. So thanks very much, Bill.
Thank you, Brett. Ladies and gentlemen, the 241-game superstar, Brett Kirk, ex of the Sydney Swans. Quick question for you.
Yes.
How do you think your Swans will do against the Blues this round?
Yeah, I think they must be playing about now, aren't they? I think the game must be nearly on. The Swans at the moment are playing some good footy. They have struggled against the top sort of 4 sides at the moment. So, yeah, it should be a good game. I was actually fortunate enough, I went back to Sydney about 6 weeks ago for 3 or 4 days. Very fortunate to be inducted into the Hall of Fame for the Swans. So I popped back in, watched the Friday night game against Carlton, and that night we just sort of seemed to lack a few sort of tall key defenders. So yeah, interesting. I think they're playing down in Melbourne. Haven't seen too many games. I've actually commentated 2 games on the road, Bill. One in Portugal and one in Italy, and it was in Italian and Portuguese.
Wow.
I'm not fluent in those languages, but I was translated. So I sat at the back of the box and watched the game as it was streamed through the TV, and I just commentated my special comments. Not that they were that special, but then translated. And it's fantastic that places like Portugal, I spent a few days in Lisbon, and they're trying to start footy there. So, yeah, it's as I said before, this is no longer an Australian game. I think there's over 30 countries in the world that are playing it, and the more people that can play it, I think the better.
Well, great. My only command of the really Italian and Portuguese languages are lasagna and linguiça, so good on you for doing that. Brett Kirk, thank you very much for joining us on Stateside Footy.
Tom, cheers. Peace out.
That'll do it for this edition of Stateside Footy, but that's not going to do it for this action here today in the Battle of Beantown, because the Boston Demons are coming up next, and they're going to play this Philly Hawks squad you just watched, and that'll be on our next episode of Stateside Footy. Until then, have yourselves a great day, and thank you very much for watching. Don't forget you can check us out online. Our main website is www.statesidefootytv.com. Also, you can check us out on Twitter. It's Bill_SS Footy. Also on Facebook, we're Stateside Footy TV. And one more way you can check us out too is online. You can either check us out either on Vimeo or on YouTube. Vimeo, it's vimeo.com/Stateside Footy TV. And YouTube, just look for Stateside Footy, and we have most of our game broadcasts up there. Till next time, on behalf of my wonderful crew, Stacey Robert, Tyler DeWallaby, and Aaron Harrington and John Semino, I'm Bill Robert. Thank you very much for tuning in today to this episode of Stateside Footy.